Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Or welcome if this is your first time here. So, today I am continuing to draw a commission, and I thought it would be perfect timing to talk about the funny story that was my very first art commission. So, sit back, relax, watch me draw, and listen. So, I must have been a sophomore? There's no T in there. Sophomore in high school. I remember I was in this advanced class, not to brag. So I was kind of a nerd, and I was studying, like not degree, but like you had to pick a career path in my high school, and the thing I chose was like medical, so I did a lot of science classes. So anyway, I'm in this, advanced class with a bunch of seniors. Kind of scary because I'm the only underclassman in this class. All my friends that were also in this level were in the other time block, the other class. Anyway, so a little intimidating, but didn't let that stop me. And the teacher was really cool. He was very funny. I don't want to give too much information, dox anybody, but he was a really cool teacher. Anywho, so he ran a side business and had a website for it, and he was like, "Hey kid, you're really good at drawing, and I wanted some artwork for my website. So is that something that you can do?" And I was like, "Oh wow, someone sees my talent and wants to pay me money for it." And that's pretty cool. We did have to kind of keep it on the DL because you're technically not supposed to solicit goods and services from minors, I guess. Whatever. I mean, it was just literally a drawing that he paid me $20 for. It's not that serious, but anyway, it was just funny how it felt like a drug deal, but it was so innocent. It's so silly. But anyway, yeah, so it was really nice to be recognized, and then I was like, of course I can. So, and it was easy. It wasn't a complicated commission. I just drew the photo he provided. But yeah, so then the day came that I finally finished it. I remember it took me a while because I had a lot of schoolwork and just life stuff. So it took me a long time, but he didn't really care. So finally finished this commission, and I give it to him. And then we're in the hallway. We're looking side to side, and he hands me the $20, and then I'm discreetly take the $20. And it was just really funny. But it was a good feeling getting money for my artwork for the first time. And yeah, it kind of just made me feel wow, I can actually do something with this. Because I remember kids in school would always be like, "Oh, can you draw this for me? Can you draw this for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, for $5. And then they would turn around. They were immediately no longer interested, and that was just kind of frustrating. So it was nice to have someone actually willing to pay me, I think a fair price at the time. Yeah, and it created a monster because now I love getting money for my art. It definitely kind of was part of the very windy road that led to me becoming a professional illustrator. I say windy because I had a lot of voices in my ear that were don't take art classes, don't study art in college, you're not gonna use it, or it's lame, or whatever, it's gonna be a waste of money, blah blah blah. And it was just really negative. And then also it was a blessing and a curse, right? Because I got into the art school I really wanted to go to, but I couldn't afford it. It was way too expensive, and I just was refusing to take out loans at the time just because I had seen how like debt affected my family, and also like just hearing from other people who, you know, they're like in their middle age or even older and they're still paying on student loans. So I was, even at a very young age, I was very uncomfortable with the idea of taking out a loan. Not that I qualified for federal assistance, because even though, you know, your family can have like a lot of debt, they don't take that into account. They're kind of just like, oh, your family gets 2 toppings on their pizza. You must be financially well off enough to not need any help from the government. So yeah, but anyway, I got into my dream school, and then it was very like crushing to not be able to pay for it. So it was kind of funny. I was like, well, if I can't go to this school, I guess I'll just study medical and be miserable. So when I started college at a school I could afford, like a local community college, I was studying like medical stuff, and it took me like not long, took me about a week to realize like this is just not the journey of my soul. Everything felt wrong. I was just in this weird place. I say spiritually, like it just, everything felt wrong. I was really unhappy. And then I guess like Friday came and I was like, I have to change my major. Like I can't do this. And I just had to not listen to all the negative voices and just do my own thing. And so at my community college, I studied art. And honestly, it just felt like everything in my life fell into place. And like, I don't know, like I just wasn't like super anxious and weird about it anymore. Like it just felt like I was on the right path. So every time I've been working towards art and towards illustration, even if it gets hard, or even if like I have naysayers in my ear, art has just always felt right. Commercial illustration has just always felt right for me. And sometimes you just have to listen to your gut, your instinct. So moral of the story, I guess, is that don't give up on your dreams. And being an artist is a very windy road. You're gonna have times where you just really want to give up. And I think that's normal for really any career path. You're gonna have times where you want to give up and it gets really hard, and like, you know, or you hit like a major roadblock and you're like, you just don't see how it's gonna work out. And that's fine. Sometimes you really just have to sit with that despair for a moment and just like feel it and let it out. But then you gotta get back on that horse, you know? Like if I didn't like let go of the frustration of not being able to go to the school that I wanted to, like I wouldn't have gotten where I am today. And yeah, so if something feels right, you know, follow that feeling and don't give up on yourself. Art is hard, and it can be really hard to make money doing it. So you just gotta keep going. But yeah, thank you to that teacher that inspired me and made me feel like my art was worth something. It's pretty cool. And now I do commissions all the time. So clearly it worked out. I wish you all the best. I hope you get lots of commissions and make lots of money. I hope you have a good week. And I will see you next week in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.